Oh my gosh, thank you so much for joining me today. My name is Cassandra, and I'm the Prosperous Heart, and I'm here because I have something that might be of interest to you. If you are in business and you do not know of or do not have a lead generation funnel, are you struggling? Is it hurting? I'm here to share with you 5 steps on how to create a successful lead generation funnel. So, first of all, thank you for being here. I know that you could be anywhere else right now. And so I wanted to thank you for taking this time to invest in you and your business and to share that time with me. I am so excited to share this with you because my biggest passion in life is to empower others to create more success in theirs. So in today's video, I'm going to be talking about something relating to digital marketing and how to grow your business online. So again, this is the 5 steps to a successful lead generation funnel. And it's basically a really great way to generate leads on a budget, i.e., FREE, right? Because who doesn't like FREE, huh? Okay, so I'm just now sharing a link as well, so feel free to click on that link, answer the questions, and join the group for additional discussions after this is done. Now, first of all, maybe you've never even heard of a funnel, right? It's very possible, especially if you're new in business. So, a funnel is basically a system that allows you to automatically receive information from people who are interested in your products or services. Okay, so we're going to be covering what is a capture page, what is a lead magnet, as well as what is a nurture sequence, and as I said earlier, the 5 steps to a successful lead generation funnel. So, step number one, know your audience. What is it that they need, right? If you don't know what they need, you might be creating content and creating lead magnets and generating funnels that are things people aren't even looking for. And you're not going to know that until you know your target market, you do some research, you whether it's market research while you're talking to people who are your target market, maybe you are using the Facebook tool to be able to look at what people like and are in what pages they like that are in what you think is your target market, right? You have to know your audience. If you don't know what they need or desire, how can you possibly know what to give them, right? So if you want more information on how to find your target audience, put avatar below, AVATAR down below, and I'll be sure to get you a training that I did um, on creating your avatar and find that same information. So the next one, oh, my numbers are off. Okay, so the next one is to create a lead magnet. All right, so when you create a lead magnet is basically some type of incentive, something that that a marketers offer to potential buyers in exchange for their information, like an email address, a phone number, etc. Right? These are called lead magnets. They are a magnet to attract your leads. Right? Okay. So lead magnets usually offer a piece of digital content or downloadable content, such as a PDF, perhaps a checklist, a report, an ebook, a white paper, a video, a blog post, right? These are digital pieces of content that you can offer as lead magnets. You can also offer things such as 15-minute discovery calls, but I err on the side of caution of that. If you're brand new to this, this is probably okay. But if you get a lot of traffic to your website and you offer this, that might be a little bit too much uh, time that you won't be able to have, right? Because you're only human. You can only talk to so many people at one time. But it is an option. You can also put a time limit on it, right? For the next people who, sign up uh, before whatever date, right? You can do something like that. You also can do social media reviews. If you're in the field such as myself for digital marketing, you could offer a free social media review for those who wanted to join your newsletter and things like that. So basically, a lead magnet is anything that your target audience might want. But here's the thing, and I struggle with this too, but you don't want to give away the farm. Giving away the farm, you do want to provide value, don't get me wrong. But if you give everything away, right, why would they want to buy from you? So you want to give value, you want to give enough for them to be able to maybe make some decision on something, right? Maybe it's a small piece of how to set up a funnel, right? These are things that you can offer, but you don't want to give it all away because you want them to work with you, right? So step number 3 is you want to set up your nurture sequence. So what is a nurture sequence? A nurture sequence, sometimes called an email nurture series, it could also be part of your bot if you are doing chat bots. This is an automated series of emails or some type of notifications that someone receives when they subscribe to your email list. So when you are giving away this lead magnet, right, you are generating a lead and you're sending it to them via their email. So by creating this nurture sequence, you are actually building rapport. You are building that trust with your subscribers because, hey, first of all, you gave me your email. Here's the thing I promised you, right? We're building that trust and rapport. And you are going to be emailing them at least once a week. Some people say every day, which I personally don't do, and I personally don't like it. But depending upon what you're doing, maybe you email them every day because you're reminding them of a webinar that's coming up or closing of a sale, right? So these are things that you will offer via email, not just sales because nobody likes a salesy salesperson, um, but things of value to them, blog posts that you make, invitations to join you live when you make trainings, right? So this nurture sequence, again, is a way to provide them more value, getting to know you better, building that rapport, and it provides your lead, that person who gave you their information, with what they are expecting. So you could also consider giving them a bonus, like, hey, you said this, but I also thought this might be of value to you, so here's a blog post on your guest tool, right? So there's things that you can offer in your nurture sequence. Okay, so step number 4. Let me actually, so it was know your audience, create a lead magnet, set up your nurture sequence, right? And then number 4 is to create a form. It might be called something else depending upon what systems and tools you're using, but create a form that receives this lead, puts it on your newsletter, and has all the techie backend part to give them what they asked for. So the form that I'm talking about is when someone clicks on your link, they'll come to a web page called your capture page. It's a capture page because it's capturing the lead information. Once they enter their information, and the next page would be your thank you or bridge page. Basically, it's a slight difference between the two, right? A thank you page is, hey, thank you for subscribing, or congratulations on investing in your business and learning your guest tool, whatever it might be that you've offered to them, and maybe even it's a mini training in itself to make sure that they know how to get your email, right? Because if you are following correct can spam laws and GDPR laws, then you are making sure that there is the I forget what it's called, the double opt-in feature, where they confirm, right? They'll get an email that says, "Hey, do you confirm to be on this list?" And then they'll say yes. That way they make sure that they wanted to be on your list. So that form is the capture page. Then you have your thank you page. The difference between a thank you page, like I just mentioned, and your bridge page is actually kind of like a next step, right? It might be, hey, thank you for subscribing. The information you've requested is on its way. By the way, this Saturday at 2 p.m. Central, I'm doing a live on the 5 steps to a successful lead generation funnel. If you like more information, click the link below and then hit the get registered button, right? You're leading them to something else. You are bridging the gap from just receiving this information to something else. It could also be a sales page, right? Maybe it's a tripwire, which is a small sale option. Maybe it's a blog post, right? It's just basically a bridge to something else. So know your audience, create a lead magnet, set up your nurture sequence, create a form or capture page with a thank you page and all the back end stuff, right? It could also be, by the way, it could be a mini chat bot that this happens through, right? I'm not going to get into that too much today. That's another training for another time. But whatever way you use is to have a way to capture lead information, give them what they requested, and put them on your nurture sequence, right? So that's number 4. Number 5, and this is actually this is super important. So many people feel like it should just be one and done. I created this thing, I'm good to go. Where are all my leads and money, right? Well, first of all, if that's your focus is on money, you need to change your priorities, right? Because business is not about making money. Sure, it is something that happens when you are doing business properly, but business is about people, creating those relationships, finding the the solutions to someone's problems, and saying, hey, here's the thing. So people think it's one and done, right? That should be one and done. I'm good to go. But until you actually do step 5, you're not going to know if it's the most efficient, effective, and cost effective way as well of doing things. Oh no, my little puppy dog is scratching at my door. So step number 5 is, hey buddy, come on in. Do you guys want to meet Dyson? Hi, baby. All right, I know you can't see me, but just give me 1 second, y'all. Okay, hi. All right, come on, bud. So this is my assistant. This is Dyson. Say hi. Hi, everybody. Yeah, this is my little guy. So step number 5 is gather data, right? This is so important because if you're not gathering data, you don't know if people are clicking on your link. You don't know if they are coming onto your newsletter. You don't know where they're even coming from, right? So you need to gather data and you need to test it because what you think might be great, maybe your copy is wrong and your copy is the words that you use. And if you are not a copywriter, this is a skill that you should build up for yourself or pay someone to do it because if you don't understand some of even the most basic underlying understanding of copywriting, you might be turning people away with the words that you're using, right? So you got to test your copy. You've got to test the images, right? See if one thing resonates with your audience versus another. And so when you're testing, this also means that you're marketing because you have to get it out. If you don't market, no one's going to know who you are, and you don't want to be the best kept secret, right? You want people to know who you are because that means that people see what you're doing, they see what you have to offer, how you can help them, right? So you've got to test and market your funnel, and you've got to collect that data. So what's your click-through rate, which is your CTR? What's your conversion rate, which is the people that actually convert from a cold market, somebody who maybe saw your link to someone who actually gave you their information and converted to a lead. Okay, so those are things that you need to consider. And when you're considering testing, it's not just the images and the copy, but you also have to test, do the components even work? Right? You don't want to market a funnel that, if they put their name in, they never get their email, right? They never get whatever you promised them. You don't want to do it if you don't have your safety measure set up for the GDPR, right? There are things that you have to make sure that the tech part is done, unless you pay somebody for it, right? Um, but you've got to test that. You've got to make sure it works before you market it. And also, when it comes to testing, you might want to consider, and it's not necessary, but you might want to consider doing what's called split testing. Split testing is where you have 2 different versions, maybe different images, maybe different copies, might be more than just 2 versions. I highly suggest not doing more than 2 unless you just have a lot of time to set things up and whatnot. But by having split testing, you have the ability to see which one performs better than another, right? Another way to do that step 5. So okay, so I've covered what is a capture page. Actually, I've covered what is a funnel, what is a capture page, what is a lead magnet, what is a nurture sequence, and the 5 steps to a successful lead generation funnel of know your audience, create a lead magnet, set up your nurture sequence, create a form, and gather data. So if you got value from this, please give us give a thumbs up. Hey, Sean, thank you so much for joining. I will send that over that avatar information over to you here in a bit. And which part do you struggle with? Is it finding a lead? Is it finding your target market, or is it knowing how to generate those leads? So if you got value from this today, please give this a thumbs up. Sprinkle this amongst your friends and groups that you think would find this valuable. And I did put it, I believe. Oh, maybe not. I just put the link into the comments below for my group. So feel free to click on that. If you're not already in it, just answer all of the questions, or else I will decline you. But to answer all the questions, and I would love to accept you into the group. We can have discussions additional on this. And for those who are interested in taking a bit of a bigger step for their business, maybe you need some accountability, maybe you just kind of need some more guidance, I am opening up the doors to my coaching opportunity. It's a 3-month program, and if that sounds like something you might be interested in, let me know down below. Send me a message. Let's discuss and find out if it's the right option for you. With that, it is the end of this video. Thank you so much for joining me today. My name is Cassandra, aka the Prosperous Heart from www.prosperousheart.com. Thank you again so much for being here today. And I'm here every Saturday at 2 p.m. Central, covering different topics to help not necessarily to help, not to help, to empower you to create more success in your life, whether it's through digital marketing. I don't do Forex on this page, actually. I do that over on my Daily Wealth Ninja page, but to cover digital marketing, mindset, other things to help you be more prosperous in life, because I truly believe that you were meant for greatness. I believe that you were not meant to be stuck in a cubicle all day. You were not meant to not be able to go outside and enjoy what this beautiful world has to offer. And so I want to impart upon you what I've been learning that might be able to empower you to create that success that you're seeking. So thanks so much for watching. Have a wonderful and prosperous rest of your day, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.